So the prepping world is just flooded with all kinds of gimmicks and shiny gadgets. And I think it really just lulls us into a false sense of security. And so what I want to do today is talk about my top 3 overrated prepping items. Let's get into it. Well, hi friends, I'm Brian Cosby, this Provide and Protect. You know, there's a lot of things that preppers buy that are really just expensive clutter, and they don't really provide any real world application to help you survive and thrive in case some kind of emergency, some kind of crisis actually happened. But before we get into today's list, if you are serious about being a provider and protector for yourself, your family, and your community, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. With that, let's jump right in. So the first item on my list are those tactical gadgets with very little practical use. You've all seen them. You know, it's those credit card knives, or it's the multi-tools with like 80 different things on it, all these functions, but you rarely ever use them. You know, it's like the tactical shovel with like a built-in compass and whistle on the shovel or something like this. And you know, the problem is not so much that you have these things. The problem is that they're typically very poorly made. I did a review on the cheapest survival kit I could find on Amazon. I'll drop that down below, and everything pretty much just broke in it. So it's that kind of thing. I think a better alternative is actually to invest in a high quality knife, high quality tools, high quality medical first aid equipment, high quality food, and a way to get clean drinkable water. Those kinds of things, those more essential things that you really do need in case there was some kind of EMP attack or grid down situation, or, you know, without the rule of law, something else going on. But certainly to steer clear of all these kind of gimmicky gadgets, tactical gadgets, and everybody's putting that word tactical on it to sell it. But just to kind of steer clear of that and focus on those things that you really do need and make sure they're good quality. All right, so I think a second overrated prepping item is a massive bug out bag or a get home bag. Take your pick. You know, there's a lot of people, they will get a huge backpack, you know, that weighs, with all the stuff in it, 50, 60, 70 pounds. And they're thinking, you know what, I want to go hike for 20 miles with this thing, when they've probably not even gone on a hike that's more than 2 miles before. You know, there's a lot of folks out there that they believe that they can do whatever it takes. You know, I remember watching that old, I don't know if it's old, but Man vs. Wild, and, you know, Bear Grylls, and he would go hiking for miles and, you know, going down rivers on a raft that he made and climbing up steep cliffs and all of this kind of stuff. And everybody's thinking, okay, the skills of building a fire and eating grubs or whatever. But really it was more than that. What I took away from that show was the importance of your own physical ability, like what you can actually do. Can I go running for 5 miles? But I think a lot of people, they just stuff everything in the kitchen sink into their get home bag or their bug out bag or their go bag, whatever, you know, scenario that you're in or you're planning for. And they're thinking they're going to just go for a long ways on foot with that kind of thing. I think a better alternative is really to narrow those bags down to those most essential gear items. And I've got videos on the go bag that I have for my daughter in her vehicle, kind of a get home bag, and even a go bag that I've just built myself. And so I'll drop links to those videos down below. But, you know, something that's more streamlined, maybe even a better alternative, is not even a backpack that looks tactical. I know it's cool, but just to be more of that gray man idea, where you're kind of going under the radar. So something that's more streamlined, something that you can actually do. And maybe there's a side tip here, is to go ahead and prepare your own body to get in shape, to do that which, you know, is not only preparing skills and gear and equipment and gadgets, but also your physical health as well. So I think a third and final overrated prepping item is firearms without training and ammunition. You know, a lot of people, they love to go buy the latest, greatest firearm out there, handgun, AR-15 platform, shotgun, rifle, whatever, and they have no training with it. I know a lot of guys personally that have some really nice firearms, but, you know, they've come to me like, hey, how do I load this? How do I shoot this? You know, if I want to put on a red dot on it or something else, you know, how do I do that? So, you know, a lot of people just don't do the training. You know, they'll spend all this money on the actual firearm, but they won't invest in how to safely and effectively use that firearm. I highly recommend places like 580 Tactical or Warrior Poet Society. I've done training with both of them, and they're excellent. So there's some other really good ones out there as well. Maybe if you have a recommendation, you can drop that down below. But the other thing on this is ammo. A lot of people will buy the firearm, but then, ammo is expensive, right? So they don't want to just go through their ammo. So they'll just take a box of 20 rounds up to the shooting range, and that's it for the whole day. Well, 20 rounds, you could make that, you can make that last for some amount of time, but not really, not to be proficient. And if we want to be good providers and protectors and those that are truly prepared to defend ourselves and our families and our communities, well, that's going to take some amount of training, and training takes some amount of ammunition. So, people that just go buy the firearms and disregard these other things, it's almost pointless. I mean, I can just show a firearm to an intruder or an assailant or a marauder or something. That's not going to do anything. You want to be proficient. You want to be effective. You want to be safe. And that just takes the training, and that takes having more ammunition. So, I think an overrated prepping item is just the firearms without those other things. So you need to consider, if you are into firearms, and we promote that here on this channel, our Second Amendment here in the U.S., but if you are into firearms, then you also need to make that big investment into the training as well. And that's not just on your own. There's a lot of things. I mean, I've grown up shooting, but even going through like Warrior Poet Society or 580 Tactical, there's a lot of things that I had a blind spot to. And these instructors were able to pinpoint those areas in which I can grow and develop and hone in those skills a little bit more, and things that I can take with me from those drills and from that training back home and work on that on my own. So I think this is something that's just important. So those are my top 3 overrated prepping items. Those tactical gadgets with very little actual use, practical use. Having a massive bug out bag with everything in the kitchen sink that you really can't carry very far, and then firearms without the adequate training and ammunition. Well, guys, I hope this has been helpful for you today. And if there are other overrated prepping items that I did not put on my list that you have on your list, go ahead and drop those down in the comments below. But thanks so much for your support for us and for our channel, and we'll see you on the next video.